I want to go right now to Brett Velikovich, the former U.S. Army Special Ops Intelligence Officer, get his take on this. You know, one of the things that came up at a press briefing earlier, Brett, was this idea that we might now, given the fact that recalibrate our defense system to look for these type of objects, we might get a little trigger happy here, and it could get dangerous, and that we could set our sights on legitimate targets and those that might just be no targets. What do you think?
Well, I hope they recalibrate something because, Neil, it's embarrassing to me that our government is still so dumbfounded by what's up there in our airspace. Biden has every single national security tool available at his disposal. I know we have enough technology at our fingertips to see this coming. So why are there still gaps in our detection? Why are there gaps in our air defenses? I mean, that should scare people enough to fix it. The last 3 shots, you know, if they were some type of private research group, why hasn't anyone claimed that it was theirs? Why hasn't someone come forward? We've got all this intelligence data at our fingertips, yet we still can't determine where these last ones came from. And Biden came out and even said, you know what, the debris from these balloons were lost. So how is it that he can definitively say that they were not connected to China or that they were not connected to some part of this surveillance activity if there's no wreckage available to even exploit? So something's off here. They know exactly what it was. And either, you know, they're too incompetent to do proper analysis and share real findings, or they're lying to the American people.
What if some of these devices were so small, we're told, and I think of your book, The Drone Warrior, that they were drones, or they could be drones that have nothing to do with China or enemies, but drones just the same, and that this escalates to the point where China shoots down drones, Russia shoots down drones, and you know where this is going. Do you think we have to worry about that this is unleashed something that could be an overreaction?
Yeah, it's possible there could be overreaction, but the reality is we have to protect the American people. We have to protect our airspace. You better believe if China had balloons from the U.S. flying over their airspace, they would take it out. And the fact that Biden keeps downplaying these incidents like it's some minor incursion in our airspace, it's just a joke. I mean, you have no idea what type of data can be collected from that level. So what reason does he have to downplay Chinese espionage on our own soil? I mean, you know, that event last week, that was an international violation. That was national security failure. And it's national security failure after national security failure when going up against China and an adversary that clearly wants to cause harm to the American people. So, I mean, I personally don't care if it escalates, you know, because I would rather protect our own people. The U.S. government should be doing everything they can to defend our nation. And China, people should know, is reshaping the world behind the scenes through their greedy appetite for resources, their greedy appetite for energy. They're at war with us economically. So we better know what's above us, and we better do something about it.
Brett, thank you very much. Good chatting with you on this. And there's a lot we still don't know. The president didn't take any questions, as you know. So we'll keep following it.